I think just on a general mass scale, just like how invested I was with all this Samantha BS.
So what is going on with Farmer John and Samantha from season 3 of Farmer Wants a Wife? First, undeniable romance, then this, that led to this, and now a podcast appearance with Kristen Cavallari that has everyone talking.
Well, I'll tell you what, I really thought I was livid. I ripped off my mic.
If you've been with us on this, quite frankly, turbulent ride, well, you're in luck because I'm finally putting all of this to bed.
I think the public interpreted the fact that I was really, really into her.
John was kind enough to stop by the Taste of Country studio while he was in town, so we thought we'd just straight up ask if he was really into this lady at the time, Samantha, like the show and social media had everything look. Oh, and also Matt cleared the air of the drama that went down on his farm. Buckle up because we are setting the record straight in this video. Before I get to Matt and John, let me ever so briefly catch you up to speed on what all went down between John and Samantha and their relationship. During the season, John seemed to have a strong connection with Samantha. It was clear they had chemistry, but by the time she left, fans were divided. Some thought she wasn't into him, others blamed John for not opening up. After filming wrapped, it did not take long for rumors to swirl. Some people felt like because Samantha left, John was going to end up choosing no one in the end because their chemistry was so strong. The pot continued to be stirred and speculations of jabs to each other arose more than a week after Samantha left the show. She was posting a video with country star Tucker Wetmore, then John was in a video with Tucker Wetmore's ex. Messy, y'all. Messy. I'm gonna be honest, I really think Tucker, Samantha, Tucker's ex, and John were really just coincidental. Samantha was asked to Tucker Wetmore's event as an influencer. She made a video. Then John and Tucker's ex were also on a brand trip, so made a TikTok to promote the show. Nonetheless, it stirred drama. So yeah, it's been a lot, and honestly, a lot has been fueled by fans, so do take that into consideration. So here's how John really felt during filming.
I think the public interpreted the fact that I was really, really into her, but I really only knew her for 2 weeks, I think, and that was it. So yeah, there really wasn't as much as a relationship as people think there really was. So
comment below your thoughts and go on and hit that thumbs up button if you're relieved to finally hear from the man himself. Now enter Kristen Cavallari's Let's Be Honest podcast episode. She asked if this awkward kissing moment was staged and what really went down. John said the date had been going well. Both he and Samantha were clearly into each other, enjoying conversation, but after taking direction from producers, that's where it went south.
They were doing like this.
No.
I was like, all right, she was looking at my lips the whole time. And
oh my God.
I was like, I don't really, I got it.
I feel like that was
I was like,
sorry.
So keep holding it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really know what else to ask her. And they were like, I think you got more questions. And she was like, yeah, I think you got something else.
Totally how that clip was edited, I really thought Samantha was driving that whole situation. But now after hearing John, really production was behind it all. He said Samantha was a good sport about it and even offered to redo the scene. They did, but ultimately, John told the team to keep the original moment as the alternative didn't really feel organic. For Matt, we wanted to know more about the Halleh fiasco. On the show, we saw Halleh sneak out of the house one night. She said she just needed to go out and get some air and go to journal. Well, off-screen, Rachel, one of Matt's other ladies, wasn't buying it, saying she thinks that Halleh went out to go see Matt. Halleh ended up having to go stay elsewhere after all of this. So did Matt actually see her?
I would say it was accurate to the situation. I think what happened was not a big deal. What actually happened was not a big deal at all, but then it just got blown up with the girls at the time, in real life. And then, some of the girls I think would have been fine if it just kind of gave them a day to think about it, whatever, would have been fine. But then, of course, when you're on the show, they're like, no, we need to dissect this and we need to know how you're feeling. And then it just kind of got built up. So the girls were very upset. It was a huge deal. I talked to them off camera, on camera. It was definitely a problem. So I would say it was portrayed accurately, but I think what actually went down was not a big deal at all. I think it just got, worked up, and everyone's already emotional and whatnot anyway, so. We had all been filming the night before. My brother's house where I was staying is a mile away, so I go to bed. I wake up in the morning to some missed calls from the producers, and they're like, do you know what's going on down here? And I'm like, no, I just woke up, what's up? So I come down, it's mayhem. Halleh, stepped out of the window, which, you hear all these stories like she rappelled out of this window. It's like it's almost like a door you could like step through. She went out to get some fresh air, apparently was writing in her journal or computer or something, I don't know, and then everyone lost their mind thinking she was with me. So I kind of got where they were coming from, but it really wasn't a big deal, and it just got, and I think everyone's emotions are already like up here, so these things can get kind of blown up,
Keep it clean and respectful, but go on and comment your thoughts below on the whole Matt situation and John's situation. What are your thoughts? Do you think that editing was heavily involved with Samantha, and did Halleh really not see Matt that night? We're headed into the finale of the show this Thursday, so go on and make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Hey, you might even see an interview from one of the couples. If you want to catch more where this came from, go on and search Farmer Wants a Wife in the search on Taste of Country's channel. You can find exclusive interviews there and our chats with season 2 couple, Sydney and Mitchell. I'm Addison Haker for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for subscribing.